Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video. We're gonna be doing a makeup haul. And some of the stuff I already played with them today, not any other day, but today. So I will show you as I'm applying them. I received the last of my order from Sephora from the BIB sale, so I'll show you what I got from that, and then some other stuff at drugstore. I placed a big order at Ulta, and then I have some other stuff from Persona, Anastasia, and Marc. If you like this type of videos, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload. So from Sephora, I picked up the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. As some of you guys know, I'm a fan of the original silk canvas, but this one is in a liquid form. This is what it looks like. When I looked at it on social media, I thought it was a little bit bigger, but it turned out not to be the case. So comparing it to like a regular size foundation, this is what it looks like. And then this one says apply 1 pump to skin after SPF and before makeup. And it looks like glass, but it's actually plastic. So let me open it up. It comes with a little tag. Oh yeah, it comes with the pump. So this is what it looks like. So looking at it, it has almost the same color as the other primer. It smells really good, and it does feel like it kind of like fills in the pores. It's not oily or anything. It's actually, it feels very silky. It smells nice. So I'm excited to try it. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the other one, and I never really bought the full size because I had the other one for such a long time and it like lasts forever. I'll be telling you guys more about this one. And then from Sephora, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Kat Von D kind of sold her shares or whatever, and I think that right now they're doing kind of like a rebrand or something like that. So they had a lot of her stuff actually on sale, and then on top of that I was able to use my coupon. So I picked up the Kat Von D True Portrait Liquid to Powder Foundation, and I got mine in the shade 36 medium. Now for this one, it looks very liquidy. This is what the shade looks like, and the little packaging looks like this. Oh, it's very liquidy, as you can see. It looks almost like a water. It does have a lot of coverage though. It reminds me of the Dior Show. As you can see, it has pretty good coverage. I'm excited to try that one. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on this one, only because I'm not sure if the reason why it was on sale is because they're either going to discontinue it or probably they're just going to change the packaging. And then the next thing I got, this is the Kat Von D Cream Foil Long Wear Eyeshadow in Crystal Rose. And it comes in a little, that's what I'm using today in my eyes. I'm very impressed with the quality and pretty much everything about it. When you touch it, it's kind of like, this one does feel kind of like a putty. But it's so pigmented. I don't know if you can see it. It's so metallic. It's so pretty, and it blends really nice, so it gives you a beautiful finish. I am so impressed with it. And then finally from Sephora, I got a little skincare thing, and this is the Ole Henriksen Balance It All. I'm a huge fan of Ole Henriksen for skincare. I'm using the vitamin C line right now for my daily skincare routine. So I'm very excited to try this because since it's gonna get warmer, I tend to get a little bit more oily, so I need stuff that kind of will help me control the oil. So I will let you guys know on this one. And this is another item that it was also originally on sale, and then I was able to get an additional discount to it. In my last haul, I show you guys my Patrick Ta Major Brow, and this is what it looks like. I really like it. So I bought this one, and it does have a little bit of a tint. It's not a lot, but it does have a little bit of a tint. So I was very curious to try the clear one. This is the one with the color, and this is the clear one. Now, if you have already like really nice brows and you just want something to like feather them out, I think the clear one is for you. But if you don't really have that much hair in your eyebrows, I would recommend going with this one, only because like I said, it does give you a color. Now the actual wax, it's kind of like a brownish, but it's more on the warm side, so just have it in mind. Like I said, the color is not super pigmented, but it does give you a little bit of a color. As far as Sephora, I think that's pretty much it. Marc Jacobs, they were having a sale. If you buy the Omega bronzer and you could buy it with the glow away, these came in a bundle and they were fairly discounted. So I had never tried the Omega bronzer. Like, I always seen it, but I never bought it. So this time I decided to pick it up, and let me tell you, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys all have seen it everywhere, but it's really good. The new product is actually the Marc Jacobs Glow Away Bronzing Coconut Body Stick, and this is what it looks like. Now this thing is giant. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, it looks kind of like one of those natural deodorants. Like, the packaging is like super big, but it's actually very pretty. I got mine in the color Tantric. I'm so sorry to hear my neighbors. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to show you, like, kind of like right here. So it's very pigmented, but then as soon as you blend it, it gives you this beautiful tan color. And it's not greasy, it's not oily. It actually feels really nice. And it smells like coconut, like straight up coconut. So no bronzer. And it catches the light in such a beautiful way. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. I'm very excited to apply this all over my body. From Anastasia, I picked up the Luminous Foundation, and like I said, they were also having like a bundle sale, so I ended up picking up the foundation and the loose powder. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this powder, and I'm like, anything that has to do with complexion, like foundation, powders, concealers, like, I'm a junkie for that. Like, I love to buy and I love to try. We probably will do a review on those in the channel. And then that's the stuff that I picked up from Anastasia. And then from Persona Cosmetics for Mother's Day, they were having 30% off on their color kits. And this is actually pretty cool. It came with a palette, eye pencil, and a brush. And I got mine in the color pink. So this is the pink palette, and this is what it looks like. And then it came with a brush. I used the brush today. This reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury brushes. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Persona, only the brushes are a different color. And the Charlotte Tilbury are wooden, and the Persona is actually plastic. I mean, it's still pretty good, and it's very soft. For the eye pencil, I got the 24-hour waterproof eye pencil, and this one is in the shade Plum. Now, I had made an order a while back, and I got the brown one, and I was so in love with the brown one. Yeah, this is the brown one, and this is the Plum, and that's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. The pencils are so creamy, they blend pretty easily, they don't tug on my eyes, they don't irritate my eyes, so I really like it. And another thing that I was like, when I got the package, I was very happy. It comes with a little booklet, and then on the booklet, it kind of like tells you, like, has kind of like a guide on how to apply, and it shows you like different looks. It also gives you like a chart with the color. Like, I just think it's very informative. It's really nice. So impressed. I really like it. I wish I would have picked up the other one too. Now I'm having regrets. The next stuff, everything I picked it up from Ulta, because they're not really having a lot of sales, but I love Ulta's point system, like the rewards program. It's really good, like unbeatable. From NYX, I picked up these two palettes. I got the Escape Artist and the Modern Dreamer. Now, these palettes are pretty good. I did a first impression with one of the palettes. I never I can never justify the price only because NYX is considered drugstore. So I just have a hard time, you know, like paying 30 something dollars for this palettes. So they were having a sale, and then on top of that I was able to use a coupon and stuff. So they came out pretty good. So I'm excited to play with these, and I like it because it has a lot of like colors. Like for example, this one has more vibrant colors, and I don't have anything like that in my collection. And then this one has more like kind of neutrals, golds. It also has some blues. Lately I'm obsessed with blue. And then another thing that I got from NYX is the NYX One On The Rise mascara. Now I had tried this before, and I remember not liking it, but one of my friends has a YouTube channel and she talked about it, and she raves that that's her favorite mascara. So I decided to give it a try again. So yeah, I picked up this. And then another thing from NYX that I got is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. Who remembers these? I remember back, way back when YouTube was not a thing, or it was a thing but not what it is now. All the girls had them, like everybody was obsessed with them, especially with this, the crayon in milk. Like if you wanted to find, like there was not a lot of white bases, so if you wanted the colors to truly pop, especially for like colorful looks, you will get this. So I decided to pick it up again. It's been quite a while. And then the other one that I got is in the color bronze, and I love this kind of like shimmery pencils because you could just, on the days that you're on the go or you don't really have a lot of time to get ready, you just apply that to your eyes, and it just gives you like a nice wash of color with a little bit of shimmer, and they're just perfect for that. The next thing I got is this NYX eyeshadow base, and I got mine in the shade Skin Tone. Looking at it, it looks a little dark, but it might not be. So I'm excited to try this. Since I was buying a lot of eyeshadow, I wanted to try their eye primer with it. And then lastly from NYX, I got the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. And I got this one in the shade Medium Beige. And then I got the Can't Stop Won't Stop Loose Setting Powder. And this one I got it in the shade Light Medium. Now, I have a friend who raves about this powders. She's pretty oily, and she's always telling me that these powders are like really good. So I'm very curious to try. Like I said, right now, since we're going into the warmer months, I tend to get very oily. So there's only a few things that work on my T-zone. And then from Catrice, I got the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. And I got this one in the shade 35 Natural Beige. Now, I've heard a lot of people, well, a lot of, like I've seen it everywhere, that this is a pretty close dupe to the Double Wear Foundation. Now, I used to own that one, but I recently decluttered it because I had it for a long time. So it was time for me to let it go. And I haven't repurchased it, but I wanted to try this one and see what the hype is about. The next thing I got from Ulta was this NARS Laguna bronzer. This is not the original Laguna bronzer. This is actually one of their new releases, and I was very excited to try. I saw a video about them and I fell in love. Usually NARS powders don't, like bronzers and blushes, they don't really work on me for whatever reason. But I was very excited to try it since this is a different formula. And these are actually like very pretty. Like this is what it looks like in the inside. And it's a bronzer, but it's actually warmer than the original Laguna. For whatever reason, looking at it, it looks a lot warmer. I remember having the Laguna and it was a little too cool toned for me, so sometimes it would look muddy. So when I saw this one, I noticed that it looked a little bit warm, but then when I received it, it does look a little bit warmer than the original Laguna. And the sheen that it has kind of like it's not glitter, but it's like a sheen, and it looks very pretty. Like when you swatch it, it looks very pretty. So I'm excited to play with this one. The next thing I got, they were having, I think they had the Smashbox primers for like, I think it was 50% off. I forgot. But anyway, so I got the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control. Like I said, now summertime, I need anything and everything that will control my oils. So yeah, I'm excited to try this primer. So the rest of the stuff is from Makeuprevolution. Some of them are new releases, and then the other stuff is just things that I've been wanting to try for a while. So the first thing I picked up was the Makeup Revolution. This is the Reloaded Neutrals 2. Now, these palettes from Makeup Revolution are really good. I own a few. Like, the quality is really, really good. And if you're in a budget or if you just don't want to spend a lot in eyeshadows, these are actually pretty good quality. I definitely recommend. And sometimes they even have them for like $3, $4.99. So that's one of the palettes I picked up. The next thing I got is like, I think I told you guys that I was looking for a new eyeliner, and a lot of my friends recommended this one. This is the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Flick. This is what it looks like. Oh, it has more of a filter. Let's see. Oh, it's actually pretty black, but it does bleed. I don't know if you could see it. It does bleed a little bit. So I have to try it in my eyes to see. See, that's one of the problems that I have with most eyeliners. And then the next thing I got is the Makeup Revolution, and these are the Pora Bombs. This is a plumping lip gloss. They have pigment. They're I have another shade, and I really like it. They're very minty, and they do kind of plump your lips, but they also have this scent, like the very minty scent, so they smell pretty nice on the lips. Got the shade Peachy and Juicy, and like I said, I already own some of the shades from this, but I really like it, so I decided to pick up more shades. Finally, I got some of the new releases. This is the Makeup Revolution Glow Molten Body Glow Face and Body Liquid Illuminator, and this is what it looks like. Now, I believe these supposed to be kind of like a recreation of the Rihanna, like the body lava, and I've only swatched them, but they're so pretty. So with this release, they also came up with a brush, and then so this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's so pretty. When I swatched it the first time, I couldn't believe it. Now, this is kind of like an oil, so it does feel like, it doesn't, I wouldn't say it feels greasy, but you are able to tell that there's something on your skin. Now, if you are the type of person that like tends, like your skin absorbs everything, you won't have a problem. For me, I have to wait, let it sit for a little bit, and then move on. But as you can see, it gives you a beautiful glow. It's more of on the metallic side. It's not glittery, because I mean there is shimmer, but it's not glittery. It's actually more metallic, so which makes it like so reflective. It's so pretty, and the brush itself, it's really good. And then lastly, from that collection, I think the collection is called Glow. I picked up one of the bronzers, and this is the Makeup Revolution Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer Glow. So it's matte, but for whatever reason it's called Glow, and I got mine in the shade medium, and that's what I'm actually wearing today. I have to say, like, when I looked at the swatches online, I thought they were gonna be a little, like, it looked a little bit lighter, but when I received it, it's actually more like, it's darker. If we compare it to, like, let's say my Kosas bronzer, as you can see, this is a lot deeper. I have this butter bronzer too, and this one I have it in the shade Deep Bronze. So if you compare them, the Makeup Revolution is still more in the warm side, and like kind of like a reddish tone, and it's a lot deeper than the Deep Bronze from Physicians Formula. And the pictures online, it looked like it will be a lot lighter than what it is. I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's fine, but you know, just if you trying to order this bronzer, just have that in mind, that like for whatever reason on the pictures, it looks a lot lighter than what it is. But other than that, like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good size as far as pan goes, and then it feels very buttery, like very creamy. Like, you don't need a lot to get color payoff. And then as you can see Like very little goes a very long way. It blends very easily. It feels so smooth. Like when you touch it, it kind of feels like a cream, but it's definitely not a cream. It's actually a powder. And like I said, it's pretty matte, and it just blends like a dream. Like I really like it. I like the size, I like the price of it. Like it's just gorgeous. Like if you are looking for a bronzer, you don't want to spend a lot. In general, Makeup Revolution makes really good products, so I would definitely recommend. Urban Decay was having 50% off, so I decided to pick up the Makeup Honey. I also picked up a foundation and concealer, but those have not arrived, like for whatever reason. And I've tried, like, I've been wanting the Naked Honey. Like, if you watch my video of best and worst of Physicians Formula, there's a palette that it's supposed to, people claim is a dupe, but it's definitely not a dupe. It's definitely not a dupe. But this is what the palette looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it, but yeah. I was very excited when I saw that they were having 50% off, so I decided to pick it up because overall, like, Urban Decay eyeshadows are really good. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys. Place an order from Fenty, and I picked up a few things. I picked up the Cheeks Out Freestyle Bronzer, and that's what I'm wearing today. The cream bronzer, it's really good. I really like it. It blends so seamlessly. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel heavy, you don't look muddy. Like, it's so good. Like, and I'm a big fan of the original bronzer, but now with this one, it's like my dreams have come true. And I also picked up the another one of the blushes. So in my first haul, I think I showed Strawberry Dip, and then this time I used Decorate Dip. This is what it looks like, and that's what I'm wearing today, and it actually matches my shirt pretty good. But then the eyes went like a total different route. As far as the cream blushes, like I told you guys in the other video, they're pretty small, you know, so just throwing it out there. But they are very pigmented, so like you apply very little and you get color payoff right away. So just be careful when you go, like if you happen to buy them, just go little by little. I got a foundation, a primer, and then I also got the sponge. And this was during this past weekend that they were past weekend when I'm recording this, they were having 30% off like their entire brand. So they had bundled with the primer, the foundation, and the sponge, and then on top of that I was able to use it 30%. So they came out pretty good. The foundation, the primer, I got it in soft matte, and I really like the soft matte primer. And this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this one. And then I also got the foundation. Now, I tried the original matte foundation and I was not a fan of that one, but I decided to try the new one. And this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. This one I have not tried it, so I'm very excited. I got mine in shade 145, and this one has more of an olive tone. This is what it looks like. So we'll probably do a video with full face of Fenty. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. That's pretty much all the makeup. I know it's a lot. Looking at it in my table, it is a lot. But hey, it was on sale. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
I know, I've been doing a lot of shopping. I'm not even going to try to explain myself. Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So, Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. So,